Hey guys, this is Jadirah. Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I will be showing you guys my foundation routine using Dermacol products and a little bit of the other stuff that I use. It's going to be pretty simple and pretty basic. The reason that I chose Dermacol for this particular video is because I don't really put on too much product. Like, I don't really like to use a lot of stuff like concealers and all that on top of my foundation. So I usually always try to cover up with foundation itself, and I feel that Dermacol is like one of the best foundations for that very purpose, because my skin is quite sensitive. I don't like layering a lot of product, and with Dermacol I only need the tiniest amount. I did do a first impressions video a while back and I actually ended up really liking the product, so I have been using it. It's super duper full coverage, but I personally like to use the tiniest amount, share it out, and then use it. So I'm not too bothered about having full coverage for like a day-to-day basis or like more of a casual wear, but it still works and it still gives me enough coverage that everything looks evened out and presentable. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. Okay guys, so when I started off, I already had a little bit of my orange concealer under my eyes, or is it even little? But the thing is that I have really terrible dark circles, so I just feel that it's better to color correct rather than using concealer on top, as it does not look ashy or gray afterwards. So I use the Kryolan orange corrector. So I just like my under eye concealer to set a little bit before I go over with makeup so that it does not move around. Therefore, I already did that under my eyes, and then I will be priming my face using this Dermacol Satin makeup base. Now, I have had this for like over a month, I suppose, and it has been pretty nice. Like, I have used this particular makeup base primer with other foundations as well, and I would say that it does improve the lasting power of the foundation. It does not feel heavy or cakey, has not irritated my skin at all, which I'm really glad about. So it reads on the back that it's a smoothing and mattifying makeup base, and it is supposed to minimize fine lines, improve makeup durability, and enhances your features. Now, I would say that I do have really terrible pores and discolorations, and if you're new to my channel, you might not know this, and I do get some weird comments about my skin and stuff. Well, basically the thing is, I am allergic to sun, and this sun allergy has led to dermatitis over the years. So as a result, I have huge pores and hyperpigmentation. It has improved a lot over the years. Trust me, it used to be absolutely terrible when I was a teenager. It has improved quite a bit over the years. However, I still do have like all of these problems, and the kind of problems that I've had are not like reversible. Like, I can't really do anything to go back to baby skin 100%, but I still try, and I've been trying to take better care of my face and my skin. So that's that. But I do feel that this makeup base does help in evening out my pores a little bit. I do have fine lines under my eyes as well. I'm really young for it, but again, I have suffered a lot of sun exposure, and then my own routine now has been terrible, so that has led to like really poor sleeping patterns and stuff. So yeah, anyways, I just thought I'll tell you guys that beforehand, because I know a lot of you guys are curious, and that's fine. Okay, so this makeup primer claims to be mattifying, and I do have dry skin, but I would say that it's still very comfortable for me to use, and I do not feel like any excessive tightening or anything of the sort. It does keep makeup in place, and I would say that Dermacol itself does not really get extremely oily unless you put a lot of product, which is why I'm going to show you how I use my Dermacol. So I have this Dermacol makeup cover, which is basically their foundation in the shade 222, and they come in a total of 13 shades, and I believe 224 is the darkest. So I use like the tiniest amount. I like to share it out. So I'm going to be using this with my beauty blender. I feel it applies best with the beauty blender. I mean, if you want a heavier coverage, like you're going for that kind of look, it's best to apply it with a foundation brush in that case. But like, since I said I like to share it out, and I like to go little by little. I am okay with building layers, like thin layers, rather than just caking it all on at once. So I use like literally the tiniest amount that I'm showing you, and I'm just going to spread it out. Now this is like the most pigmented foundation in the world, so the pigment is a lot and it's easy to spread out. So you know, I will go in with like 2 thin layers on my face, and that does the job for me. And as I was saying that, you know, it might look a little white and pasty initially on camera, but in person I promise you it looks fine. And also do note that my face and neck are actually darker than the rest of my body, so I need to balance that out a little bit. Now I personally do not like to use light foundations. I like to, you know, like I'm okay with using something that's darker than my skin tone. However, it does look quite odd in that case as well, so it's better to, you know, try and match it with the rest of your body than going too light or too dark. So that's the foundation that I've just used, and I don't have any like complaints or anything with the foundation. And if you want to know more about this foundation, you should definitely check out my Dermacol video that I did a while back. I will link it up in the card here and also in the description box, so do check that out. And that's pretty much it for my foundation routine. Now, since I said that, you know, I have dry skin and the weather right now is also pretty dry in Karachi, like it's getting kind of chilly in Karachi, so I don't really set it with powder, and it works fine. Like especially even under my eyes and all, like I use this instead of concealer and it works just about fine. It does not settle in creases or anything of the sort as long as you use the tiniest amount. Don't go overboard, anything will freeze in that case. But you can obviously always set it with your setting powder, whatever you'd like to use. I personally don't really want to, because I know that, you know, under all of this makeup my skin just goes drier with time. Like my skin sucks up everything. So even though I did moisturize my face at the beginning before starting this video, it would obviously not keep my skin moisturized throughout the day. My skin is a dry dragon, so it just goes dry instantly, and that's why I don't think that adding powder on top really helps my case. However, it's not like I would never ever use powder to set this foundation. I have done that in the past. I do that, but again, it depends on my need and how my skin has been lately and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my foundation routine. I did do the rest of my makeup, but again, I kept it very light for this particular video because I wanted to show you guys how the foundation looks on me without distracting you too much with intense eye makeup or lip or too much contouring and highlighting. So that's why I hope you found this video helpful. Just remember, use the littlest amount, you're good to go. Again, start with thin layers. You can always build it up. I personally would really recommend this foundation, and it is intensely pigmented. Like, not even kidding, you would find that out once you try to take this foundation off at the end of the night. So yeah, just keep that in mind, and that's why I would say just don't dot on a lot of product. Like the tiniest sheerest amount works. Okay, I think I've said that enough times. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. That would help me out a lot. Anyways, my phone is sleeping. Anyways, guys, that's it for the videos. Please give me a thumbs up. Please make sure that you subscribe to my channel so that we can increase our reach and grow stronger with time. Thank you so much for all your love, for all your support. I appreciate you guys a lot. I'll see you next time. Take care of yourselves. Bye.